Welcome to week 5 of Old Testament Survey 2. My video that I posted up there in review is longer than I usually have, so I'm going to keep this one short. Don't have a lot this week. We're closing out our study of the prophets. Next week we'll be moving into the poetry and writings with the Psalms and things like that. This week we're going to be finishing out the prophets and the minor prophets. Our discussions are going to be centered on them. One is going to be the day of the Lord, and the other is going to be the post-exilic prophets, what makes them. Understand that, of course, the exile, as we kind of saw in the blessings and curses, this idea that the land will be cursed. If you disobey the covenant, if you break the covenant, then you'll lose the land, and that becomes the exile in 586. That is the event in the history and the mindset of the nation. Israel goes into exile in 722, and then 586 is when Judah, the southern kingdom, comes. So when we're coming out of the exile and start picking up this Jewish identity of that permeates into the first century and into the time of Jesus, this really comes out of the exile. This idea that this Jewish identity starts coming into the forefront, and this exile becomes the event. Whereas if we can look at 70 AD, the fall of the temple is the event after Christ that really has the most, one of the biggest effects as far as the biblical mindset. The exile of 586, it becomes the event where these people they lose the land and they risk losing their identity. And it becomes, if you want to use the term, even though it's a bit anachronistic, an existential crisis of who are they? Who are these people? Who are we? And how in the world am I stacking papers? I did this in my last video, sorry. But who are we and how in the world are we a people now? And so there's a real question of that. The post-exilic prophets are trying to remind the people, whereas the pre-exilic prophets and even the exilic prophets are looking at the exile saying, look, they're looking at it saying, looking forward, saying this is coming. You need to either get ready or you need to repent or else it's going to come. The post-exilic prophets are looking back at the exile and saying, okay, what can we learn from it? And who are we now? And how do we go forward from here so that this doesn't happen again? So you want to keep that in mind as we're looking at the post-exilic prophets, and you'll be asked what characterizes them. So look for these common themes that run through them, looking at your textbook reading, and of course the themes from the biblical material itself. And of course the day of the Lord, this is something that comes up in the post-exilic prophets, but some in the pre-exilic as well. This is a good study in using a term. Does the term have the same meaning everywhere it's used? So you're going to be discussing that. That's it. No other extra assignments this week, just these two discussions. So please, I've been pleased with what I've seen. I haven't had to jump in that much. This week I might post another video. I didn't see any need for it last week because everyone was kind of going on the right page, and I responded to a few of you to kind of get you going in the right direction. This week, with the post-exilic especially, I anticipate jumping in a little bit more. So be looking for that, and I will be finishing grading your, if I haven't already graded, I will finish grading your contextualized application assignments as well. But you don't have those due until next week. There'll be another one, but not this week. And also, I'll be working on your midterms. So keep up the hard work, and as always, if you have any questions, please let me know.